Hey, so welcome back to my channel, the Sydney Gardener here in Darug and Gadigal country. Give you an update on the last week. I'm a bit late posting this video. It should have been Sunday, but it's Tuesday now. So I bought some new plants. This is a salvia, compact red, and I'll be transplanting these into bigger pots and different parts of the garden. This is a sun-loving plant, so I don't know how much sun we're going to get this year, but we'll see what happens. This is a spiderweb fatsia plant. Like a tropical plant which grows under the canopy, so it doesn't like too much sun. These are two Hipo estis variety, the pink and white ones. I wasn't planning on getting these, but they're really good looking, so I'm like, what the hell. And these are for coleus plants. So I did try to grow coleus from seed, but I really struggled to do that, so I didn't get much germination happening at all. That's why I bought these, and I believe they're frost tender perennials, and we don't really get much frost in Sydney, so I'm going to see if they survive the winter. So in this container I have some everlasting daisy seeds which took forever and a day to germinate. I think they've been sitting in here for 2 months, and I just started to get some seedlings in the last week. I was really excited about that. So it's a mixture of everlasting daisies or straw flowers and billy buttons, which are Australian natives. I'm really looking forward to growing these. Here I've got some snow and summer seedlings. This is lamb's ear. It also took forever to germinate. It's growing really slowly. And these are some, well, I'm not really sure, but I've got like Robinson daisies in here and echinacea in here, or vice versa. I'm not. The hydrangea is doing well. I did do some deadheading this week. Probably should remove this one as well, but this is a newer bloom. And this one is a newer bloom. But there's this one coming up, and this one down here. So I have more marigold flowers that opened up. In this plant there's 2, which is really nice to see, and there's another bud. This one's really nice. I think these are French marigolds because they're smaller, just because of the coloring. This one up here I think is a crackerjack, or an African marigold. They're much bigger, but there are no buds yet on this one. Tomatoes are doing well, still thriving, even though they're not staked properly. I've got more marigolds here. And these are my corn plants. There's one here. That's one. And there's 4 in this row here. So I've done well with the weeds. They're just lying in piles on the floor, however, on the grass. But I did pull them out of the beds, which was good. That's a baby corn plant that I put in a few days ago. And these are 4 pea plants. So they're called Messy Gem or Melbourne pea shells or something like this. And I'm just growing these out of curiosity and for fun. That you can ignore. It's probably from the previous tenants. Need to throw that away. Here we've got more tomatoes. These Perino looking oval shaped tomatoes. Probably have a really decent harvest today. And I have my first ever sunflower opening up. This didn't grow to be quite as tall as I thought. That one at the back is probably my height, but this one is a bit shorter than me, so probably 1.5 meters. It's supposed to grow up to 2 meters, but it's looking really pretty and really happy. Okay, so the zinnias. Now I've been removing some of the buds because I've read that if you remove the buds, like I've done here, it'll encourage more bushy growth. But I've left a few so we get some flowers. But my first impression is that they're really pretty, but they are a fraction of the size that they should be. Or they're a fraction of the size that I was expecting. So I'd say they're tiny. I think that might be because of the weather. It might be because of the quality of the soil. I don't know much about this soil, and I don't have the resources to test it and treat it. So I'm just, trying to water as much as I can, hoping for as much sun as possible, and I fertilize with like a general blood and bone fertilizer, every couple of weeks. It might be, due to any of those reasons. But they're still pretty and still adding to the garden. Also, all gardeners know that your garden is half garden, half bathroom. And that's just a reality you'll have to deal with. I do have a cucumber somewhere in here. Yep. So some of the leaves are diseased. I've been spraying them, but there's been a lot of rain, so I have to be really vigilant with my spraying. Another effective way is to just cut the diseased leaf off, provided that there are other leaves on the plant that can still absorb sunlight. There's another cucumber here that's quite big. So that's exciting. This Lebanese cucumber. I'm really tempted to pick it up, but I don't think it's ready yet. The zucchinis are better because I pulled out this massive weed that was growing. But there are still no flowers yet, but there's more foliage. Inshallah soon there will be flowers and fruits. So here's the dahlia, which is still not doing that much. But it's a bit bigger than last week. And the okras have grown, I think, a bit. I would say the growth is significant. No sign of, maybe those will become flowers, I'm not sure, but they're looking a lot better than last week. So that's it for this week. I hope you have a great week ahead. Take care, and I'll see you next time.